Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our next edition with Mel Kelly's Disastrous Life Coaching Advice. Welcome, Mel Kelly, located in Munich, Germany. How are you doing today, Mel?
I am doing amazing, Amy. And it is a pleasure and a privilege to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two amazing books. Oh, they're my books. Okay, good. Since you forgot to plug my books, I have to plug my own books. Good, good. Start of the new year.
You have these books right here.
I have these books right here. Yes, you forgot to plug my books anyway. We'll plug your books next week. Good. Okay, great.
I
New
actually had them.
year.
I was saving them. I was going to do a part
Yeah.
two and say, for those of you who have not watched the show, this show is inspired by Mel's comedic books all about disastrous dating, as well as his newest book was going to be Disastrous Interview Tips. But don't
That's
worry,
great.
Mal can destroy any part of your life. You don't have to limit it to just interviews, just dating. And today we are going to be talking about finance. This has been an audience
Yes.
request. Is Mel, if you could please just share with us your advice on how to do a bad job, like completely epically bad, of managing your money.
Well, the best way actually handling your money is just spend, 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 spend. I mean, any of this advice, save, invest for the future, pensions, or any of that stuff. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Anyway, there's no point in saving it because inflation will take it away. No point in investing in the pension because, the government will take it away or whoever will take it away. There'll be too many people, baby boomers will be competing for your resources. So there's no point. So the most important thing with your finance is just spend, spend, spend. And if you don't have enough money to spend, get yourself a credit card. Good, Amy.
Mal, I think that's really important. And what should you do if you're located in a country where they do not allow you to have the credit cards like we have here in the United States?
Yeah, so for example, in Germany, if you've got a credit card, you basically can't run your credit and keep the credit open for months and months or years and years. You have to pay the credit off every month. So it's more like a delayed debit card rather than an actual credit card where you can run. So for example, in Ireland, it's probably the model is more similar to the US, but in Germany, it's much stricter on that. So they feel it's very good for financial discipline. But I feel also as well, if you're living in somewhere like Germany and you don't want to pay your credit card bill off every month, well, why don't you get yourself a credit card from somewhere else that's a bit more flexible, like the US or Ireland, and just run up those credit card bills, pay off the minimum amount, and sure, I mean, credit card companies, they have so much money. They don't need your money, do they? They don't need you to
So,
pay your money back. But
Mal, besides the credit cards, I think one thing that we haven't really touched on that I think would be a great opportunity is how in a very short term you could run up a tremendous amount of debt. Like maybe going to like a very, very like a high end hotel stay or something and charging everything to that hotel. What's your advice there?
oh, I think that's a great advice. And if you can't cover it with one credit card, make sure you have two. I mean, the point being is if there's money out there, you should spend it. If you don't have the money, get the credit card, you spend it. If you don't spend it, somebody else will spend it. And if you don't spend it anyway, you're going to be dead soon. So you might as well spend it while you still can.
Yeah, because I'm thinking what you could do is go like on a very expensive vacation, say Switzerland. Switzerland, we were just talking
Switzerland, yeah,
about
yeah,
earlier, very
yeah.
expensive. Go into that hotel, get the premier room and the penthouse, charge up all your meals on it, and at the end of the week, just be like, "I'm sorry, I don't have any money."
Oh, no, no, no. You put it on the credit card and you never pay it back.
There you go.
Yeah, you go. I mean, it's a very simple approach because I mean, credit card companies, they've got so much money. They allow for bad debt. They allow for there's going to be a certain amount of default. There's going to be a certain amount of credit card holders are not going to pay back to that. Why can't you be one of those? I mean, this thing of paying back credit card debt, I mean, being a good citizen, being a good financial citizen, having financial discipline, come on, completely overrated. Like any of these credit cards, I mean, do you ever hear of any of these people
Mhm.
who don't pay back their credit cards? Do you ever hear about any of them going to jail?
So, Mal, I think you're leaving out a really important resource as well is, you don't just have to rely on commercial entities. You could also just take advantage of your family.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You can ruin all trust and goodwill with your family, but you probably don't have any, so but who cares? So borrow money from them, don't pay it back. But I'm just thinking even better is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is perhaps the way to go. Because I mean you can just always promise on the never never. So it's like you can say take this bit. Oh, can't mention any models, take this Bitcoin, this Doja coin, this whatever, whichever bit cryptocurrency unit you would like to take.
Bite your tongue bit.
Bite your tongue. Take one of these cryptocurrency units and then use that to pay for whatever. And you can then say, look, this is going to be worth so much in 5 months' time, or 6 months' time, or 1 month's time. And if they don't believe that cryptocurrency is going to be worth more, what is wrong with them? What is wrong with that person if they don't understand that cryptocurrency is the way to go? And yeah, it's all about the promising of the vision of the future. It may or may not deliver, but that's not your problem because you're out of there at that stage.
And Mel, I think what's really important of all of this, whether you're borrowing the money from your family, from a commercial entity, whether you're relying on cryptocurrency, is make sure you have no assets of any actual tangible value that you are
Most
spending on
important
these
thing.
high-end hotels and meals and things, because you don't want something that they can repossess.
Oh, no, big come on, assets, come on, you got to have them. I mean, assets. Who needs assets? Everything is on credit. My goodness, it's like, why bother living financially disciplined when you don't need to? You can live like a king, you can live like a queen, you can live like royalty on the credit card. My goodness, you've seen there. What was the German girl that was in New York? What was her name? There was a documentary about her. She was living on the never, never. I mean, she ended up in jail. She didn't play her cards right. She ended up in jail. So you got to figure out how to do it, but without ending up in jail. And
Well,
she ended
there
up in
you
jail.
go.
But the positive is she got a Netflix documentary about her life.
Yeah, and that's probably a nice jail.
Possibly a nice
So,
jail.
Mel,
Yeah,
you've given a lot of really bad advice today. Just a reminder to people out there, this is a parody show. We are not saying to actually do this. You cannot sue Mel and I. This is called parody, okay? And so, just a reminder, the run up credit card debts, borrow money from your family, use cryptocurrency poorly, do not obtain any assets, and you too can have your own Netflix show.
yeah.
Thank you
Stay in
so much.
high-end
And
hotels. Stay in high-end hotels. But just try and avoid going to jail. Try and avoid going to
yep.
jail. That's just the
Avoid going to
last caveat.
jail. And next week, Mel and I are going to be talking to you about how to not raise your kids. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
everyone.
Bye-bye. Till next week. Bye-bye.